So hello and welcome to this video of me painting over my existing paintings. So the medium I'm using for painting is oil paints, and I'm using linseed oil to, I guess, water down the paints. I don't know the technical term. Anyway, this painting is from 2 years ago when I was staying in Italy, and it kind of goes out of focus at some points, so sorry about that. But anyway, I really decided to change this painting up. As you can see, it was a seascape with, like a simple sky, and I decided to actually make it into a landscape to kind of practice my landscape painting skills, I guess. Yeah, I've always been kind of afraid to paint with oil paints because, it's a bit different than acrylic paints, and it feels different, it works different. But in the past year or so, I discovered this artist by the name Stuart Davies here on YouTube, and he is a oil painter, and he does tutorials on how to make paintings. And it's kind of like Bob Ross, but not really. He has a really fluid style, and he really tries to get you to relax while you're painting. He says, you can't make mistakes, or any mistake you make can be easily fixed. Actually, kind of similar to Bob Ross, now that I think about it. But anyway, he's this British artist, and he lives in France, in the south of France. So he paints these beautiful landscapes. So I've been watching him in the past year, and also he has this really relaxing British accent, so I've been falling asleep to him a lot. Like, I'll put it on and then I'll be watching, I'll try to learn, and then I fall asleep. So it was great. Anyway, so yeah, I've been taking his classes online, I guess you could say. Well, I've just been watching his YouTube videos. And so I tried his technique. If you're interested, I'll put one of his videos in the link below so you can check him out. But this is kind of his technique, and yeah, it's supposed to make it, more simple and make you feel more free while painting. Oh, it kind of cut there. Oops, I think my camera ran out of battery there. But anyway, sorry about that. You missed a little bit, but not a lot. Also, you're gonna see the back of my head a lot, and I am sorry about that. I don't know, maybe I can cut it out a little bit, but anyway. So there's the first painting. I tried to put some yellowy colors in the middle. I don't know if it's working. I'm working on it. And anyway, his message is great. His message is that there's no such thing as a bad painting. There's only a painting that can be worked on. And I love that. I love that approach. Also, you can see my easel is scooting along, like about to fall over. And that's because I made it myself. It's a homemade easel. Oh, that's great. It's falling over again. That's great. Oh my gosh, as you can see, I'm struggling a little bit. Great shot. Okay, there you go. I'm fixing it. Okay, it's all good. Anyway, it works. It works well enough. Okay, I didn't buy an easel because they're expensive, so I just made it myself. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, his approach to painting is really great. His approach is that you cannot make a mistake, and if there's no such thing as a bad painting, there's only a painting that you can just work on a little bit more. So yeah, and I also love his accent, so that helps. I love a British accent. Okay, so this is my first painting that I kind of touched up. That's the finished painting. And now we're on to the second one. So as you can see, this was actually my first ever painting that I did with oil paints. And it's a cute painting, it's alright, but I really wanted to amp it up and, as Stuart Davies says, add some drama. So I went in with the dark colors right away, and I actually continued the day after, so I didn't finish this painting in one day. So I just wanted to add whatever dark colors were left on my palette onto the painting. And that's the good thing about oils, is that it doesn't dry It doesn't dry fast at all. Like, it can stay wet for days and days on end. So if you start it one day and you want to continue the next day, it's still wet enough for you to work on, which is great. I love that. It's very forgiving. So here I added the dark colors, and this is also his method. His method is like, just add the paint, don't think about it, just add it on there, and when you blend it, it turns into something magical. And you will see how the magic happens in a little bit. Right now it looks like a mess, but it's supposed to. It's supposed to look like a mess. His technique is all about, you know, loosening you up and all of that. Oh my gosh, I sound like a personal ad. I am not sponsored by Stuart Davies. I just like his videos, okay? Yeah, so I'm just really, inspired by him and his method. I love it when people teach painting in a way that's, you know, easy to understand and easy to replicate, because it's supposed to be fun, and he makes it fun. So here I am making a mess, and my easel is falling down again. But that's okay. It's all good. Yeah, I'm not trying to perfect anything. That's the thing. I'm just, you know, going with the flow of it, kind of making a mess and then trying to see the picture within the mess. You know, it's almost like when you try to see the sculpture in the marble, in the slab of marble, like Michelangelo. You try to see it, the painting that is in the mess. But first you have to make the mess for the painting to emerge from, if that makes sense. Anyway, this is all his technique, and you know, I'm not trying to teach anybody how to paint, I'm just trying to learn. So I will link his channel below if you are also trying to learn how to paint. But yeah, I thought I would share my my experience with fixing up these paintings. And I feel like already you can tell there's a lot more dimension to it. Like, it looks a lot more 3D than before. I think it's a huge improvement. I will put before and afters at the end of this video so you can really tell what I did to these paintings. You know, really like before and after I worked on them. But yeah. So what am I doing now? I wanted to keep this one a seascape because I love seascapes. Like, I love the water. So I wanted to keep it that way. Oh, okay, this is where I stopped. And I will continue the day after. So this is the day after. That's right. Because I got tired, and you know, when you're tired, it's best to step away so you can see the big picture again. So here I am continuing the next day. So fresh day, fresh mind, and also you will notice that I have oily hair because I put coconut oil in my hair. So yeah, that's why my hair looks a mess. So I'm putting some distant mountains because it helps with the perspective. And yeah, I just love these colors. Like, I love blues and purples and pink, indigo. Like, that is my favorite color palette. So yeah, I think in the future I will do mostly seascapes because I really love that. It feels so peaceful. I don't know, looking out into the ocean. That it's just my favorite thing. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking some paper towel and I'm actually wiping off some of the paint that I put in yesterday because I didn't like the way it looked. So I just took some of it off. And yeah, I'm gonna work on that later. That's the good thing about oil paints, is you can put it on and then you can take it off. It's not stuck there permanently. It's super flexible. So now I'm gonna be adding some more mountains. So okay, I added some mountains in the distance and now I'm adding some closer. And these are really dark because there is the light in the background. So when there's light in the background, everything becomes like a shadow. So that's why they're so dark. Oh my gosh, my hair is a mess. I felt like I was staying out of the frame quite well, but I guess I wasn't, and now it's a little bit embarrassing, but what are you gonna do? We're all human here. I'm sorry if you're grossed out by my head. I really apologize. Yeah, I'll try to cut it out, but we'll see what I can do. So there you can see those mountains are definitely closer to us, which adds dimension. So here I am adding some more white to the highlights to really bring out those cloud formations. And as you can see, there's no method to it. You kind of just slap it on there and hope for the best. And try to make it so that it isn't uniform, because there is no uniformity in nature. Nature is messy and nature is random, so you're trying to replicate that randomness. And this is my favorite part of this technique. You take a big old brush and then you just lightly go over everything. You just blend it into the painting. I love that. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Oh. How are you guys doing? So now I'm adding some details to the ocean or to the sea, whatever it is. I guess it's a sea because now I'm in Italy, so I'm looking out at the sea a lot. So I guess I'm painting the sea. I don't know. It can be the ocean, it can be the sea. What's the difference, really? Actually, this reminds me more of Vancouver, when I was in Vancouver Island. And yeah, if anybody doesn't know, I went to boarding school for a year in Vancouver Island, and my boarding school was literally in front of the water. It was so beautiful. And this reminds me kind of that, because there's that overcast, cloudy look. Definitely reminds me of that. Yeah, I feel like the best thing to do when you're painting is to somehow relax into it. Otherwise you don't enjoy yourself. And up until now, I've really not been enjoying whatever art I've been doing. Like my paintings, I haven't been enjoying them. So it's nice to relax and actually enjoy what you're doing. So this is the finished product. I'll put a before and after now. And thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.